So, as you know, as you may or may not know, I've been on a bit of a G.I. Joe kick, been looking at G.I. Joe videos and G.I. Joe figures and so forth. And so I was thinking about the Steel Brigade. I think this is 87, maybe 86, 87, where, was it Hasbro put out the Steel Brigade characters where you could collect enough of the flag points off the back of G.I. Joes and you sent them in, they'll send you a free action figure based upon you. And you had a little card you filled out about what kind of training you had, you know, what your code name was, and I cannot remember my code name for the life of me. And this is the biggest thing that's pissing me off about this whole subject. And it had a code name, your training, you could pick what weapon you had. I think they all came with the same backpack. Why did I think it was a different arm? I'm an idiot. But it also came with the badge. I wish I could even find the badge, you know, but they made this generic piece that, you know, gloves and it shows no skin, shows no face. You get to choose everything else, the weapon, the training, you know, your background, code name, and all of it. And you get a patch. They also sent you a printout. You have that other picture? Show them that briefly, where it was like, you took they had the holes on it. It had the like dot matrix printer holes on it.
Oh, you got those back in?
Because I was a dumbass back then and tore it off. And I was thinking, if I still had this card, I cannot find this thing. When they printed it out. And back in 86, 87, full color dot matrix printer, that's no joke. All right. And so, yeah, you pick up all the details. This guy picked Black Panther, which is awesome. And you pick out traits and abilities. And it has they write up little things for you. It was awesome. And so when I got that action figure, you can go back to the action figure. Kung Fu, Zen Sword. I probably picked the same things. And this, I looked through a couple different figures, and this was the gun that I got that chose for him. And bayoneted M203 grenade launcher. Probably couldn't shoot it very straight, but it was cool looking. You could do everything with it. And so I've been watching a couple G.I. Joe videos, and I start to understand that collectors will, like, since there's so many of these went out because they were basically free, and so many boys had G.I. Joes, and they went immediately to their closets, start ripping apart their Hasbro boxes to the action figures to collect those flag points to get a free custom figure. And so I think you had to pay shipping and handling. And so I find out that because, like, so many people like me who loved G.I. Joe back in the day, I cannot find my G.I. Joes. They probably went in a yard sale while I was in the Navy or something, for all I know. Or even before that, before I went in the Navy. I don't want to blame. It'd be easier to blame my parents, I suppose. I may have sold them in a yard sale years ago. And collectors will use these guys as like cannon fodder for G.I. Joe. They're in the front, and so if they're making a diorama where a bunch of G.I. Joe, like Cobra gets a big hit, you know, there's an explosion, they'll put a bunch of these guys in there going, the Cobra gas, with my helmet on, you know. And I would hope that my action figure is out there somewhere on someone's diorama getting mercilessly killed forever by Cobra. Because that would be at least somebody's getting some enjoyment out of it, because I kind of miss it. I haven't put any money towards G.I. Joe, but I'm starting to lean towards it. Anyway. The 80s.